Hey everybody, I'm the Lunchbox, and this is Movie Battles. Today we're going to be talking about Cloverfield Paradox. Now I was going to go through the list of actors in this, and then I pulled up the list, and I'm going to butcher a whole shit ton of names, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we'll see. It's supposed to be a prequel from what I'm gathering. Let's read the synopsis from IMDb. Orbiting a planet on the brink of war, scientists test a device to solve an energy crisis and end up face to face with a dark alternate reality. Oh, okay. Orbiting a planet on the brink of war, scientists test a device. I'm not liking it. I don't like that plot. I don't like that idea. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a big one on prequels and stuff like that. And this film in particular, I don't really care about knowing where it came from or where it started. I would have rather have had more stories and have like different places in the world maybe where these alien creature things started showing up. More stories like 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is just don't make sense in a sci-fi movie, but totally make sense in the sci-fi world with great acting and great writing. I mean, John Goodman was fantastic in that. I don't know if he won an Oscar for that, but he should have. Even though we know Oscars are kind of just, or Oscars are just really bullshit, so it doesn't really matter. Fantastic. So I wish that was what this was about. I wish it was more on those kind of lines, doing different stories, different ways of telling the story from other places, and us not really knowing, because I think that's the mystique of it. When you think of Alien, the Alien saga, the less we knew about that creature, the more it was badass. The more that we've learned about it, the less it's the creature that we care about, right? I don't know. To me, it ruined it by telling too much of it. So hopefully that's not what this is going to be. But I'll come back as soon as I'm done watching it, and I'll let you know what I thought. So I just finished watching Cloverfield Paradox, and I got to say I was wrong, and I was wrong. First, the girl in it, the main lead, is not the girl from Westworld. I figured that out very quickly into the film. I just mistaken her for it. So, wrong there, whatever. And I was wrong in what I thought that movie was going to be. I really enjoyed it. It is really good. When you look at what they've done with Cloverfield so far, you had the shaky cam, alien invasion style film, or monster film. And then you had the cerebral murder mystery style confined space film with 10 Cloverfield Lane. That was definitely more of a cerebral horror kind of film. And then you had this one, which is just straight sci-fi. And pretty much every sci-fi trope you can think of. You have like sci-fi horror, the sci-fi multi-universe paradox kind of thing, where things start getting affected really oddly, and then the space survival film. Thought it was really well done. Yeah, okay, there's loopholes in it, some weird stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but on the grounds that they're experiencing odd phenomenon that we couldn't even really predict, I can give it a pass. I can give it a pass on some of the stuff. Yeah, acting was really good. Thought the story was really cool. Neat how they've intertwined this. It is a little bit of, not really an origin story of the aliens per se. It's more just the catalyst to how that apocalyptic event started, I guess, would be the best way to put it. I'm hoping that they do some more Cloverfield movies now because of this still. I enjoyed it. I don't know what the internet's talking about and why it's getting so much hate, because I think at one point it was at 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know why. because I enjoyed it. I don't see why other people don't enjoy it. If you don't enjoy sci-fi films, you probably won't. But they definitely do some callbacks and throwbacks to a lot of genre staples, for sure. That's pretty much all I can say without any spoilers in it. I'd say watch it. It's really good. So to go into some spoilers, there's some neat stuff with it. The one thing that doesn't really make sense is when the guy's arm kind of just disappears and then it's crawling by itself. Doesn't really explain how that's happening, which I get. I mean, there's a weird paradox that's happening, or a weird physics that are happening in that space. So I can give that a pass. And then the hand gives them the idea to look in a body to find an object that they really need. I don't know why. I don't know how. It was cool, though. It was a pretty funny moment in the film, too. A little bit of a comic relief part. And then one of my favorite throwbacks in it is that it's got its own chestburster style scene. The guy explodes some fucking worms out of his body. So any movie that's going to give a shout out to Alien, definitely key in my books. But it was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely suggest it. I don't know what else to say about the film. Just I hope they keep coming out with more. I'd like to know a little bit more about who wrote it and stuff like that. And I'll see you on the next film. Until then, watch movies.